A very good morning. I'm Yee Theng from HAKC Hualien 1. Today I'm going to present my action research, which is using the Magic Link game to improve vocabulary retention among Year 2 pupils. Throughout my teaching experience for these few months, I realized that pupils had problems in their vocabulary retention. Pupils did not have enough English vocabulary to express ideas and thoughts, and I even tried different methods such as synonyms, antonyms, word association, picture cards, and word cards. But the pupils still could not remember the vocabulary. As a result, the flow of the lesson was affected because the pupils were reluctant to participate actively in the activity as they do not understand what is my lesson about. So I found that one of the problems faced by the above average, average and below average English ability pupils was short vocabulary retention. I could see that there were unnatural blanks between the lines in their worksheets, and pupils even wrote Mandarin words to replace the English words. Each time at the end of the lesson, whenever I asked about the vocabulary, the pupils were not able to answer my questions. And these problems also faced by my colleagues, which is their previous English subject teacher who had taught this class before. So with some understanding on how second language learners learn the vocabulary, I started to focus on vocabulary learning, and this aspect of language teaching has become my interest. Hence, I intended to introduce the Magic Link game, which is a simple yet effective way in my teaching and learning to improve the vocabulary retention among English young learners. So I feel that pupils learning vocabulary problems might come from learning environment at a school. Maybe teachers give less emphasis on the importance of using words. So activities which involve learners in thinking about the words like using games allow them to remember the target words more easily. So by using the Magic Link games, it brings fun, encourages learners to interact, cooperate, and to be creative in using language in a learning way. So my essay research was justified based on few aspects which are vocabulary, significance, collaboration between pupils, opportunities of improvement in pupils' performance. So by using the Magic Link games, it's helped pupils to develop their ability to retain the learned vocabulary in terms of number of words. I have chosen Chemist and Matang 1988 research model, and it proposed a spiral model comprising 4 steps, which are planning, acting, observing, and reflecting. Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence was also applied in the Magic Link game. For example, Fair Finds and Smart Mouth was focused on linguistic intelligence. Window games focus on logical, mathematical intelligence and bodily kinesthetic intelligence. And the last step in the Magic Link game is Flash Me, which focus on spatial intelligence. So basically, the whole game focused on interpersonal intelligence and intrapersonal intelligence. So by applying the Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence, it's helped pupils to develop and use words in different contexts, thus assessing better ways of learning and retains words in pupils' memory. So this is the Magic Link games, and it comprises 4 linking steps to reinforce the memory of the pupils, which is first step is Flash Me, second Fair Finds, third one is Bingo Game, and the last step is Smart Mouth. And this intervention took about 3 weeks time. To about 3 lessons in 3 weeks time. So first step is Flash Me. Okay, you can see the flashcard. In Flash Me, I incorporate picture flashcard in my teaching and learning. And I use this activity after presenting the vocabulary to the pupils. I will flash the cards quickly, and the pupils need to write down the vocabulary they saw on the worksheet. And the step 2 is Fair Finds. Fair Find is a jumble word game, and each pupil was given a set of words cards in a group where pupils have to work together to unscramble the words which they needed to arrange to form the correct spelling of the words. So after that, they will need to write down the vocabulary based on the picture in their worksheet. And the third step is bingo game. Bingo game is a kind of game which uses cards and numbers on it and match the cards as the caller code. So the pupils were divided into groups, and I distributed a 3x3 bingo template with different position of pictures to each group member. So the pupils will take turn to choose a picture from the template, and they will need to act out the action. So the rest of the pupils will guess what is the action about, and they will write the words in the worksheet based on the picture. So the pupils who were able to fill 3 blanks with the correct vocabulary, which match the 3 pictures and mark the 3 straight pictures either horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, were the winner. And now we go to the last step in the Magic Link game, which is a Smart Mouth. Smart Mouth is a word game from Think Fun that has been on the market. So I adapted and utilized the Smart Mouth as one of my activities in the action research. So this is the tools for Smart Mouth, and the pupils need to operate the letter getter by sliding it back and forth. So when they slide letters, so a pair of letters will release, and the letter tile on the left, which is orange color, will be the start. Will be the beginning of the words, the letter of the words, and the green color one, which is the left tile on the right, will be the ending letter of the words. So when the pupils slide the words, they need to think of the words that start with the orange color letter tile and end with the green color letter tile. So by using this activity, pupils will be reinforce their memory on the vocabulary that they have learned. Right, so in my action research, I have used quantitative and qualitative data collection methods. So the qualitative data collection methods were interview and reflective journals, whereas for the quantitative collection methods is the document analysis, which are the worksheet of the pupils. Alright, now we proceed to the first finding, which is the document analysis. So there are 4 worksheets in my action research, and a full mark of 100% was given to the pupils who were able to get all 8 questions correctly in every worksheet. So this is a table. This table highlighted the achievement of the pupils based on worksheet 1 and worksheet 4. So the difference in the result could be seen clearly from this table. It was clear that the changes in result between worksheet 1 and worksheet 4 show some improvement to point the extent of the Magic Link game that was used. So if the score from worksheet 1 was higher in worksheet 4, it manifested that the use of the Magic Link game can improve pupils' vocabulary retention. Now we go to the second one, is interview. A semi-structured interview was conducted with 3 pupils that scored the lowest, average, and the highest score in worksheet 4. So from the interview, I decoded 3 themes, which were pupils' motivation in vocabulary learning, pupils' interest, and features of Magic Link games. So based on the interview, it could be concluded that the use of the Magic Link game to improve pupils' vocabulary retention was helpful to the participants. As you can see, they stated that the Magic Link game was motivating, fun, enjoyable, interesting, and helped them to understand and remember the vocabulary better. So the analysis of interview indicated that the Magic Link games promoted enjoyment for the pupils. And we go to the last finding, which is the reflective journal. So the reflective journal, I also have decoded 3 themes, which are pupils' interest in vocabulary learning, pupils' motivation in vocabulary learning, and the usefulness of the Magic Link game. The analysis of reflective journal also indicated that the Magic Link games promoted enjoyment and motivation for the pupils in teaching and learning. I have carried out a data triangulation to gain more reliable and valid results in my action research. So, document analysis was tallied with the interviews and reflective journals, which shows that the Magic Link game was able to improve pupils' vocabulary retention in their learning. So, hence, I made a conclusion that using the Magic Link game to improve vocabulary retention among Year 2 pupils was a success. So by using the Magic Link games, it helped pupils to stimulate their interest in vocabulary learning, develop pupils' motivation in vocabulary learning, and they also learn about the importance of vocabulary in English language. However, there were also some limitation, which is improvement varied from pupils to pupils, and I feel that the Magic Link game, especially for the last step, which is the smart mouth, is more suitable for the above average and average pupils, language pupils, and also the factors of time constraint. So there are some suggestions for further research. I would like to suggest that more cycles to be conducted in this action research, and the differentiated instruction can be integrated in the Magic Link game, and it can be also implemented with other level ESL learners, and teachers should also vary the vocabulary difficulties and increase the number of target vocabulary that pupils learn. So this is my reference for my action research. Thank you. That's all from me.